What's up, Brand Hustle Cash Flow? This is Jay Stone. So I promised you guys that I would give you an update on Periscope. So this is the Periscope update. So here I am sitting in my office, and I posted a thread a couple of days ago saying, hey, post your Periscope questions here. So a few of you posted questions, and I wanted to do a video to answer the questions. But before I do get started with the questions, let me just give you the overview of what Periscope is. So Periscope is created by Twitter, and it is a live streaming video app, okay? It's an app for your smartphone, okay? So while they do have a version on the web, much like Instagram and Vine, its primary usage is for your smartphone. It is available on both Android and iOS, so you should be able to get it. I don't know about BlackBerry, hadn't checked, or Microsoft. So I haven't checked those two platforms, but definitely the Android and the iOS platform have it. And so in like fashion to Vine and Instagram, you have followers, and they can watch your clips, your video clips and things like that. Here's the major difference. It is live. So there's a live feed and a live interaction, which means you'll see something called hearts, where people are basically tapping the screen saying how much they like it, and you see the hearts floating up beside the screen. That's their social currency, their social measurement. That's saying how popular you are, or at least how popular your commentary is. You also have followers, just like you do on Twitter. But you have the other part about the live streaming is the interactions. You actually get to see the comments live on your screen, and so people can answer a live Q&A. Okay, and then the length of time that you can use, where Vine is limited to 3 seconds and Instagram is limited to 15 seconds. I've seen people do Periscopes for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I think the other day somebody did one for like 2 hours, and I was like, okay, crazy, ridiculous. The benefit to doing this is if you are a brand builder or some sort of subject matter expert, this is a great way to give people a sneak peek of information about you. And again, now people can chime in. Once you post and you're live, people come in and ask you questions. And I know for me, I do really well with hot seat Q&A kind of stuff where people can get their questions answered live. And it's a way to give them direct access to me. I should have used my tripod, huh? Anyway, so it's direct Q&A, but it's live video. Now, somebody asked me, what's the difference between this and Google Hangout? First of all, it's not as complicated. It's not as complicated. Google Hangouts has way too many complications and way too many glitches. Now, I'm not going to tell you that Periscope doesn't have its own set of glitches. After all, it's not even 4 months old yet. And only about 2% of Twitter users are on Periscope right now. So it's still a baby. So it does have hiccups, but mostly like, you know, the streaming and the crashing, some things like that. But Google Hangouts is very unstable. 1 minute you get in, the next minute you don't. And Google Hangouts is a few years in. It is also the live, people trying to see it live. The comments, the way that people comment, you gotta like look at the side screens. It's just a whole lot. For me, I never use Google Hangout because it's so much more cumbersome. Now, it is comparable to Spreecast, except for the fact it's on your phone. So people don't have to. Here's the great thing about Periscope is even people who don't have the app can watch from the web. Okay, so it actually works better if you watch your Periscopes and watch them in the app, but people can actually also watch it from the web once they know that it's live and they get the link. So that is huge. I think Spreecast is a better platform than Google Hangouts. It is comparable, but it's mobile, right? So unlike, and that's the thing that changes. This is the game changer. It's the fact that it's mobile. It's your smartphone. It's wherever you go. If you got a 4G, 4 LTE data connection, you're likely going to have a strong feed. It does really well also over Wi-Fi. Again, for me, I had to find the right spot so that I don't get all this other interference since I am on Wi-Fi versus data. But it's a much better, like I said, mobile platform. A great mobile platform. Okay, so that was the first question. I'm trying to look at the computer and see what other questions are. Okay. Between that and Google Hangouts, it's mobile, it's live, it's real time. The biggest holdup is if I integrate both my business and my lifestyle blog, what kind of material should I be sharing? You should be sharing both business and lifestyle. Share the material that you want to build a brand around, the things that you want to get named, that you want to be known for. Okay? So, and I think that it's important to establish yourself as a lifestyle expert. I'm a lifestyle expert specializing in XYZ. So I'm a business lifestyle expert. That's my niche within the niche. So I actually do content that it is about your lifestyle as far as it relates to owning a business, right? So I don't do, if I talk about, let's just say you talk about relationships, I'm only going to talk about how relationships affect us in terms of the way we do business. Okay. So my niche within a niche is all the stuff. It's a 360-degree look at entrepreneurship. So that's my niche within a niche. And I actually do talk about mindset. And for me, a fitness journey is one of the things that I might talk about, because with that, you know, you got to be fit to really run at your optimum level in terms of running your business. So you actually talk about both topics, but I would certainly spend more time talking about the topic that you want to become known most for. That's the key to that. Okay, so let's see. What was the next question? Trenia asked about the B2B. I think I just answered that. If I try to use my phone, my camera doesn't flip. Okay, Periscope just did some updates. So they're constantly doing updates. So keep checking for the updates, because that'll take care of a lot of glitches. Glad to see new people doing it. Going to do it for the first time. I'm going through the thread, y'all. I'm sorry about this. Okay, how does it connect with other social sites? That was Renee Wiggins. Renee, that's a great question. And so the great thing, one of the great benefits of Periscope is that it actually allows you a feature in the settings to autosave, and it will autosave to your device gallery. Okay, and if it autosaves to your device gallery, it's on your phone. So then you can repurpose it. You can upload it to YouTube. You can upload it to Facebook. I repurpose a lot of mine. I load them to Facebook. When you load them to YouTube, you can share it to Twitter. You can share it to wherever. You can put it on, share it to your email list. You can do a whole lot of stuff like that. So those are the benefits to using Periscope and other social media. But again, that live Q&A, people ask questions. It's live interactions. That is the major game changer, the live interactions. And I'll post a screenshot of a guy who had maybe 450 people on his Periscope tutorial this morning. His name is Alex Pettit, and he's in England somewhere. And he drops all of these Periscope tips in the latest Periscope. He's actually one of the people that keeps in touch with the Periscope and Twitter developers. So he knows a lot about it, and he tells us all these like hacks and cute, great ideas in terms of how to use Periscope and what it's great for. So you'll be able to see him. How many of us can sit and reach 450 people at one time? And he can have live interactions with those people. And so that's another benefit, the reach. Okay. So because it's connected to Twitter, it's a built-in audience. I checked a lot of other platforms. A lot of the other platforms require you to build a following organically. You can actually capitalize on your Twitter following with this. So that's my Periscope update for this week. If you got more questions, I might do another video. Either way, I'm going to recommend you get to scoping because it's the next big thing. It's the next big thing, but this video is already 10 minutes. And I want you to be on the front end because only 2% of Twitter users are on Periscope. And here shortly, it's going to be saturated. So get in on the front end. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.